So dear students, good morning. In the last class we have started carbonyl compounds. Okay. In the last class we learned how we have to give the IPOC name as well as a common name for aldehydes and ketones. Today we are going to continue how we have to prepare aldehydes as well as ketones. Okay. So preparation of aldehydes. Preparation of aldehydes. So students, in the 11th standard we studied that alcohols on oxidation gives aldehydes, which on further oxidation gives acids. Okay, that means alcohols. So general methods: alcohols on oxidation gives aldehydes or ketones, which on further oxidation gives carboxylic acids. In presence of some oxidizing agents such as potassium permanganate, sodium dichromate. So in presence of permanganate, potassium permanganate or sodium dichromate. So alcohols on oxidation gives aldehydes or ketones. That means primary alcohols. Primary alcohols on oxidation gives aldehydes, whereas secondary alcohols on oxidation in presence of any oxidizing agent used, it gives ketones. Now what's the first method of preparation of aldehydes? Okay, so we can use alcohols. So alcohols on oxidation gives either aldehydes or ketones. That means at primary alcohol and oxidation in presence of any oxidizing agents, it gives aldehydes. Secondary alcohol on oxidation in presence of any oxidizing agents, it gives ketones. Okay, what's the first method of preparation of aldehydes? Therefore, the aldehydes can be prepared from alcohols. First preparation of aldehydes from alcohol. Preparation of aldehydes from alcohols by oxidation method. Okay. So the oxidizing agents used for this reactions are oxidizing agents. Maybe either we can use acidified potassium permanganate, acidified sodium dichromate, or we can use PCC. What is PCC? Pyridinium chlorochromate. Pyridinium chlorochromate. Okay, now let us see the reaction for this. So alcohol, let us take primary alcohol CH3 CH2OH. Ethanol. Yeah, ethanol on oxidation in presence of any oxidizing agents, we can use either potassium permanganate, so acidified potassium permanganate, acidified sodium dichromate, or PCC. Okay, it gives aldehydes. So if we use PCC means pyridinium chlorochromate, means the reaction is stopped up to this itself. That means it is not further oxidized to carboxylic acids. Okay, so here the name of this is ethanol. Ethanol on oxidation in presence of any oxidizing agents, it gives ethanol. Okay, so if we take, let us see another example. What is this? Propanol. So here propanol on oxidation, it gives propanol. Propanol. Okay, so alcohols, these two are primary alcohols. So primary alcohols on oxidation in presence of any oxidizing agents, it gives alcohol, it gives aldehydes. Okay, so this is the first method of preparation of aldehydes from alcohol. Second one, So the alcohols, the aldehydes can also be prepared from the catalytic dehydrogenation of alcohols. From catalytic dehydrogenation of alcohol. So second one, catalytic dehydrogenation of alcohols. So while you are causing the vapors of primary alcohols to a metal of copper at 573 Kelvin, it gives aldehydes. Okay. Ethyl alcohol, that means ethyl alcohol vapors when it is passed through a copper catalyst at 573 Kelvin, it forms ethanol or otherwise acetaldehyde. So this is another way of preparation of aldehydes from alcohol. First one, oxidation. Next one, catalytic dehydrogenation. What do you mean by dehydrogenation? Removal of hydrogen in presence of a metallic catalyst. Okay, here we have used copper. So if we use, so what is this? 2-propanol. So or isopropyl alcohol, when these vapors are passed over copper catalyst at 573 Kelvin, dehydrogenation takes place and it gives ketones. So alcohols, primary alcohol, by passing its vapors over copper at 573 Kelvin, it gives aldehyde. Here secondary alcohol, isn't it? Two methyl groups are attached to the carbon which is attached to the functional group. Therefore, we will call it as another secondary alcohol. Secondary alcohol. So secondary alcohol, that means isopropyl alcohol, by passing its vapors over copper catalyst at 573 Kelvin, it gives ketone. So here the carbonyl group is attached with 2-methyl group, which we call it as ketone. Name propanone. It gives propanone. So from these methods we can prepare aldehydes as well as ketones from alcohols. Okay. Second one. So the second method is from alkanes. Preparation of aldehydes and ketones from alkanes. From alkanes. Okay, first one. So here alkanes reacts with ozone to form ozonide first. Alkanes reacts with ozone to form ozonides. When it further reacts with zinc and water, a subsequent bond cleavage takes place to form either aldehyde or ketones. Okay. So already you studied osmolysis reactions in 11th standard. Let us see now. CH3, CH, double bond CH2. What is this? Propane. Propane. Okay. Propane, when it undergo or when it reacts with ozone, this reaction is named as osmolysis reactions. Okay. So when it reacts with ozone, what's the product form? CH3, CH, the double bond gets cleared. Here 3 oxygen atoms are there. It just as like this, CH, here CH2, here 1 oxygen, and then as like this. Okay. So a double bond here means addition reactions can take place. Therefore propane, when it reacts with ozone, it first a product, intermediate product as like this. Okay. So further which one subsequent reaction with zinc in presence of water. Here cleavage takes place as like this. So now this water reacts with oxygen and it forms hydrogen peroxide. So what's the purpose of using zinc here? The hydrogen peroxide cannot be further oxidized in presence of zinc. Okay, it stops corresponding the aldehyde into corresponding carboxylic acid. Therefore, what's the product now? CH3, CHO, here CH2O. That means CH3, CHO plus CH2O. What do you mean by CH2O? The CH2O can be written as like this, aldehyde. Therefore, it forms both acetaldehyde and formaldehyde or ethanol. Here it is named as methanol. Upon alkanes, when it undergoes osmolysis, first it forms an addition product which on further subsequent reaction with zinc in presence of water, that means hydrolysis, the bond cleavage takes place as like this, correct? It just cleave as like this. Between the two oxygen atoms you cleave. Therefore, it forms CH3, CHO. Here also it forms CH2O. So, if the double bond is present in the terminal carbon, terminal means first carbon, means one of the product formed is methanol. So, from this we can identify the portion of double bond also. So, you studied these reactions detailedly in 11th standard. About propane, when it undergoes phospholysis, it forms ethanol as well as methanol. Okay, next one. What's the name of this reaction? What's the name of this structure? 3 carbon atoms, therefore propane. Second carbon, here 1 methyl group, therefore 2-methyl propane. 2-methyl propane. So when it undergoes phospholysis, how we have to write this reaction? So the double bond is present here only, therefore we write this as such. CH3, C, CH3. Here the double bond is present in this, therefore CH2. Therefore, it add the oxygen atoms as like this. So, this is the addition of ozone to 2-methyl propane. Now, when it reacts with zinc in presence of water, cleavage takes place. Okay. So, how the cleavage takes place? As like this. Cleave it as like this. So, what's the product now? CH3, CO, CH3, CH3, CO, CH3 and CH2O. Therefore, CH3, CO, CH3 plus CH2O. CH2O means this one, isn't it? Therefore, the name for this propanone. Here, methanol. Okay. So, from this method, we can prepare aldehydes as well as ketones from alkanes. So, this is the second way of preparation of aldehydes and ketones. Okay, you just have it in your mind. If the double bond is at the first carbon, means one of the product formed is considered to be methanol. Methanol. Okay. The next one. Okay, what is this? 1, 2, 3, 4 carbon atoms over there. Therefore, butene, first carbon, second carbon. Therefore, 2 butene, 3 methyl, 2 butene. Here, first 1, 2, 3, 4. Therefore, 2 methyl, 2 butene, 2 methyl, 2 methyl, 2 butene or butene. So when it undergoes phospholysis, students, you try yourself. So the double bond portion is present here. Therefore, you write them remaining as like this: CH3, CH, C, CH3, CH3. Then add one oxygen atom and then common. Okay. So now cleavage takes place in presence of zinc on hydrolysis. How we have to cleave? You cleave it as like this. What's the product now? CH3, CHO, CH3, CO, CH3. That means CH3, CHO plus CH3, CO, CH3. What is this? Ethanol. What is this? Propanone. So here the double bond is at the second carbons. So if it is the first carbon, means enna kadaikum? Methanol kadaikum. So if it is the second carbon, means the products are obtained as like this. Okay. This is the second method of preparation of aldehydes and ketones from alkanes on osmolysis reactions. Okay. The next preparation. So the third method is hydration of alkynes. Hydration of alkynes. So third method of preparation of aldehydes and ketones is from alkynes. Hydration means addition of water molecules. Okay. So alkyne was the first member of alkyne family. Ethyne. What's the first member of alkyne family? Ethyne. Or common name acetylene. Common name acetylene. When it undergoes hydrolysis in presence of 40% sulfuric acid and 1% mercurous sulfate, okay, it forms an addition product first of all. So first one, ethyne. Ethyne, when it undergoes hydrolysis, in presence of 40% sulfuric acid, and 1% mercurous sulfate. So first it forms an addition product, okay. So hydrolysis, how can we speak? Just put H here and OH here. Therefore, how can we write the reaction now? CH, here H. Now by adding water molecules, that means the triple bond is converted into double bond. Double bond CH, OH, okay. It is not stable, okay. We call this form as an enol form. Why it is called as enol form? Here it contains OH group as well as contains one double bond. Double bond corresponds to ene and OH mentions OL, enol, okay. Now that means isomerism takes place here. Isomerizes. That means here what kind of isomerism arises means tautomerism. What is meant by tautomerism? So tautomerism is an isomer in which a single compound exists and readily converted into interconvertible functional groups. Okay. That means here tautoisomerism arises. What happens now? Here I will explain you clearly. CH, H, double bond, CH, OH. Okay. Now the bond which is formed between oxygen and hydrogen is cleaved first. Okay. Therefore, the oxygen is considered to be highly electronegative than that of hydrogen. What do you mean by highly electronegative element? The tendency of an atom to attract the shared pair of electron towards itself. Therefore, the oxygen takes away the bond electron towards itself and carries negative charge. Therefore, this hydrogen is removed as H+. Okay. Now, what happens now? This H+ takes away one of the bond. That means here there are two bonds are here. Takes one of the bond from here and just combines with this carbon. Therefore, here it forms. What happens? Here already carbon is here. CH. H. If this H+ takes one of the bond among the two bonds, if it takes one bond with itself means it makes a bond with carbon. Therefore, again double bond is converted into single bond. CH. Here it has O minus. Therefore, here the valency of carbon is considered to be only 3. 1, 2, 3. Therefore, this one takes part in bond formation. It forms now CH3, CH, double bond both. That means acetaldehyde is formed here. What's the product now? CH3, CHO. Okay. Therefore, ethyne, when it undergoes hydrolysis in presence of 40% sulfuric acid and 1% mercurous sulfate, first it forms an addition product. That means enol is formed. This form is considered to be more less unstable than that of another aldehyde. Therefore, it again isomerizes itself and it forms acetaldehyde. So, this is one way of preparation of aldehyde from alkynes. Okay. The next one. So, what is this? Propyne. 3 carbon atoms are there. Therefore, propyne. So, when it undergoes hydrolysis in presence of 40% sulfuric acid and 1% mercurous sulfate. Okay, now we know that here it's a symmetrical alkanes, isn't it? Both sides contains the same group. So, as here it is considered unsymmetrical alkyne, isn't it? So, here it contains CH2 group, whereas here it contains CH group only. Therefore, if any addition reactions takes place neither in alkenes or alkynes means first we have to follow Markovnikov rule. Okay, in unsymmetrical alkynes or in alkenes or in alkynes, if any additional reactions takes place means then we have to follow Markovnikov rule. Do you know what is meant by Markovnikov rule now? You studied in 11th standard Noma. What is Markovnikov rule? The negative part of adentum attached to the carbon which carries least hydrogen. So So how addition reactions takes place here? So here it contains one hydrogen. Here there is no hydrogen atoms are present in this side of triple bond of carbon. Therefore, whenever addition reaction takes place in unsymmetrical alkynes or in alkenes, the negative part of an atom, here what is the negative part? OH minus H plus, okay. Therefore, the negative part of an atom OH, this is the negative part of water molecules. Therefore, the negative part of an atom attached to the carbon which carries less number of hydrogen atoms. Therefore, here it contains one hydrogen atom in this side. Here there is no hydrogen. Therefore, this OH minus attached to this carbon and the hydrogen is attached to this carbon. Okay. So, this kind of addition reactions will take place in unsymmetrical alkynes by following Markovnikov rule. By following Markovnikov rule. What is Markovnikov rule? The negative part of atom attached to the carbon which has or which carry less number of hydrogen atoms. Okay. Now how addition reactions takes place? How can you write the product here now? CH3, C, CH3, C. So here this is the presence of triple bond. Therefore addition will take place here. Therefore here OH and then triple bond. By adding triple bond is converted into double bond, then CH. So it is also considered to be an enol form, isn't it? Why it is called as enol form? Here it contains OH, therefore OL, presence of double bond, therefore ene. Again it isomerizes in presence of another. That means when it undergoes hydrolysis in acidic medium. Here also when it undergoes isomerization in presence of acidic medium. Okay, in presence of acidic medium. What's the product now? As like that, first here I explained you already how the reactions will take place. Okay, therefore the H is removed from here and takes away this bonded electron and combines with this carbon. Therefore here it forms CH3. Double bond is converted into single bond. Here double bond forms. Okay, therefore CH3, C, double bond O, double bond is converted into single bond CH3, which we call it as propanone or otherwise as acetone. So here isomerizes, that means this form interconvertible of these two forms is known as tautomerism. Then I have to explain it again. CH3, C, OH, here double bond and addition of water molecules to propane. So what happens now? Here the bond is cleaved between oxygen and hydrogen. Therefore oxygen is considered to be highly electronegative, takes away the bond electron towards itself and carries negative charge. Therefore hydrogen is removed as H plus. This H plus takes one of the bond electron. That means among the two bonds, among the double bonds, one of the bond is taken by this H plus and combines with this carbon. Therefore it forms CH3, C. Here it forms O minus, H plus. Take this electron and combines with this carbon. Therefore double bond is converted to single bond. Again CH, H. So one more hydrogen is there. Therefore it forms CH2. Okay, now this carbon carries positive charge 1, 2, 3 only. Therefore oxygen, this that means this negative charge which contains 2 electrons takes part in bond formation. Therefore it forms CH3, C, double bond O. Here CH3. So this is the product, propanone is formed. So this is the another way of preparation of aldehydes as well as ketones from alkynes. Alkynes on hydration. Okay. So from ethane we are preparing acetaldehyde. If we take propyne on hydrolysis, it is propanone. Okay.